Good Thursday afternoon to you, Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights. This weather video driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota Twin City Subaru 802 Honda, all located off of exit 7 on Interstate 89. This is our shortwave trough that you can see. It's producing considerable amount of rainfall, a lot of heavier rain, a couple thunderstorms mixed in, and on its northwestern fringe, closest to the colder northern sources of cold air, you can see some snow falling. A little better look at it, you can see observations showing the rainfall where it's advanced this far here. Looks like it's going to be into the southwest corner of Vermont roughly about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. It'll start as maybe a little bit of a rain-snow mix and then basically be snowing mostly in the elevated areas, kind of a rain-snow mix along Route 7's corridor, also the Connecticut River Valley. We're a little bit concerned about Bennington County primarily, the western parts of Windham County rather, in this general area here, about Stratton, south to Pownell, and that general area, Stamford. Route 9 corridor will be hit pretty hard, elevated terrain above, say, 1,200, 1,500 feet. We'll see the most snowfall, and there could be some wet snow loading issues with a possibility of some power outages. So this particular area down here is going to be under the gun for that. And you're looking at the European model with 3-hour increments, and you can see the system developing here. Develops an area of low pressure that's quite a ways to the southeast of Long Island. Really spins it up and powers it up. Looks like almost bombogenesis taking place. A lot of thunderstorm activity just roughly north of its center here. And what you can see is this general area carries out here. This is definitely thunderstorm activity, but a lot of energy as the jet stream is going to power up this nor'easter and then pull it away. And you can see how the area of low pressure kind of weakens and then pulls off, and it's a fairly limited effect. So it's going to be kind of a quick hitter, kind of a howdy-do, see ya kind of scenario. But boy, is it ever going to drop a lot of snow here in the Catskills. Whew. Okay, so this is roughly about 10 o'clock tonight. This will be about 1 o'clock in the morning. That would be 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, then 7 o'clock. That's 10. This is 1 in the afternoon. Now, by this time, you notice that rain is spread up across a good portion of eastern Vermont. Now, this is the European depiction. It's relatively reasonable. And notice that continuing in Bennington County, it's continuing to snow where temperatures are a little bit colder, and especially in parts of New York State. So 33 hours is to be roughly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Things begin to lighten up. The storm begins to weaken considerably as it pulls away. We lose a lot of that snow. Just a couple leftover flurries during the evening hours in far southern Vermont. Total snow accumulation. This is the 12Z European model. We get into 6, 7, 8 inches. It depends on how you want to look at it. The Kuchera physics kind of brings it very similar here, which is factors in the temperatures a little bit better. But you can see the heavier snow zones are in the Catskills, the lower Hudson Valley, and stretching really a wide area coming in from northern Pennsylvania across the southern tier of New York. This is going to be under the gun here. Let's check wind real quick. So looking at the wind fields here for New England, this is valid about 1 o'clock in the morning. This would be 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and this is 7 o'clock in the morning. You see where our strongest winds are mainly coastal areas. A little bit of downsloping, really not that much. A lot of moisture circulating around this area of low pressure, and the strongest winds are going to be southern coastal areas as well. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights.